We have an update this afternoon on the rent strike on Almaden Street. The property manager is finally speaking out about the last 6 months of contentious back and forth between them and the ex-tenant who refused to pay rent and started squatting the property after being evicted. KEZI 9 News reporter Aaron Ariano spoke with the property management about finally having the squabble settled.
The property management company here at the center of the eviction strike on Almaden Street is finally telling their side of the story. They said it took so long to release these kinds of statements because they didn't want to jeopardize the eviction court trials. But now they say it's time for their side to be heard.
We're not trying to get sympathy. We want people to see the facts. It's affected the owner quite a bit.
Charlie Hansen is the property manager, and she says it's time to set the record straight. They aren't slumlords, as people have been calling them, and this all started with a refusal to sell the home.
It was all about the original tenant that we evicted in June wanting to buy the property. The owner wasn't willing to sell it. So they did a smear campaign against the owner and our company.
That campaign, Charlie says, along with the rent strike, included protests at the property owner's home in California and at R&R Properties offices. The company tried their best to keep quiet about the situation until the eviction trial ended and their property was secure. As you can see here, now surrounded by fencing.
I've been a property manager for 20 years. Of course, we've had tenants we've had to evict for non-payment or for other reasons. Never have had a court case like this. There's nothing in Oregon like this. We're like the first case. Never had a tenant refuse to pay rent because they wanted to buy the property and the owner didn't want to sell it.
I reached out to an organization that publicly advocated for the ex-tenant about R&R statements regarding the situation. As of this broadcast, I'm still waiting to hear back. Coming up on KZI 9 News at 5 p.m., the trash and damage Charlie says was left behind by the ex-tenant and the dozens of supporters who occupied the property. Reporting in Eugene, Aaron Ariano, KZI 9 News.